These are our settings. Now here we have the blog title and tagline. We talked about those earlier on. Your web address, your blog address, email address. Let's say anyone can register, and let's say users must be logged in and registered to comment. You can change that off. Let's switch it off actually. Let's say anyone can comment on our blog. Let's be friendly. We'll switch on some anti-spam software in a little while, which is actually extremely effective. You can see here you can change all the other settings. It's entirely up to you what you want these to be. It depends on your local area and your target audience. So, oops, did I make a change there? Yes, I did. Let's click on Save Changes. So that will save our changes. Let's look at writing next. Okay, so size, again, these are fairly easy. Default category, you can change that. Default link category. Okay, now if we scroll down a little, you can enable remote publishing and posting via email. Personally, I don't tend to use that. It's a little bit too worrying, if you ask me. I don't want people to get hold of the email address. Spammers do tend to try lots of different email addresses. But what I would recommend is, if you want to use this, obviously set this up, take a note of the settings up here and what they suggest. Now down here, update services. You need to update, put all different services to ping. So basically what this means is when you make a change to your blog, you click on here, and when you make a change to your blog, it automatically notifies any site that's in here of what you've done, of the updates. In the report that comes with this book, with this video course, there is a listing of these sites there, ones that I suggest you can use. So by all means, have a look for those and copy them in and then save changes. Reading, let's click on this one. Okay, front page displays your latest posts. You can have it selecting static pages. Blog shows at most. I tend to do something like 2 or 3 posts. The reason I say that is because if you've got AdSense in every single post, you're only allowed, I think it's 3 AdSense blocks on your page. So if you've got AdSense in your sidebar, then you're obviously going to have to knock that down to 2, or not have AdSense in every single post, maybe alternate AdSense and affiliate programs. But more than 3, and to be honest, the blog starts to get a bit long, a bit hard to read. Syndication feeds, show the most recent, pick a random number there. 10's good. I tend to change it to sort of somewhere between 7 and 12, simply because it's not default then. And I'd always leave it at full text as well. And when you've done, save changes, because this is basically, if someone's using your RSS feed on their website, you don't just want to offer them a summary. Well, you may do depending on your website, but if you offer them the full text, then obviously you get lots more exposure on their website. Let's go to discussion next. Okay, so here's some default settings. Here's one to switch on. An administrator must always approve the comment. If you don't do that, you'll find odd comments coming on your blog which you really, really don't want. Alright, here's another good one. Hold a comment in the queue if it contains 2 or more links. Very, very helpful, because spam tends to have lots of links in, and it will mean that people don't try and spam your website. You can also put a set of words here, so that if it finds a word that it's not sure about, it will hold it for a review. You can also, again, same there, you can ban IP addresses and other information there. These are useful if you've got comments switched on and you're not moderating them. But as I said, for the hassle factor and the fact that you will get lots of very inappropriate comments very quickly, don't worry about it. There you are, you've got information on avatars there. If you want those for your users, you may want to set a rating, pick some default ones. These are just if you want to. It's people can put these next to their next to their comments. If it's suitable for your blog, by all means switch those on. Let's look at privacy next. Right, now this is important depending upon what you're using your blog for. If you set your blog up as a membership site, you may want to block the search engines but allow normal visitors. You may want everyone to see it. It depends on what you're doing with your website. But set it to the setting you need. Usually you're going to want it visible to everyone. There are other ways to stop people seeing other things. Permalinks is the next one we want to look at. Now, permalinks help you with SEO. You can see here your default. That's not very interesting, not very good for your SEO purposes. Now, what I would recommend is either day and name or month and name as being best for SEO, because then, of course, if you look, you've got your keywords here in your post. But what you need to do before you can do that is, okay, let me save that. Okay, and now it's telling me I need to update my htaccess file. There you are. See, what you can do before you change your permalinks is to go into into FileZilla, go into the root of your directory, find the .htaccess file, right hand click on it and set the permissions to 777. You must afterwards change it back to what it was before. If you don't, then again you're opening up a security flaw on your website. But what you can do is you can just select it all, copy this text, paste it into a .htaccess file locally, and copy it up if you want to. And it's worth doing it. You do need to do this. And let's just look at miscellaneous next. And this is just a few miscellaneous settings. Where do you store uploads? Organize your uploads into folders, image sizes. Again, most of these aren't things that you're going to want to change. But that's really sort of the basis of setting settings for your WordPress blog. You can see it's not difficult, and once when you know what you're doing, it's click, 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 click. And if you're installing it on a new site, the htaccess file, you just have a default one on your hard drive that you copy up with every installation, and just change the setting. So it's very, very easy to do, very easy to configure. But we're going to talk now more about the plugins and the extendability of WordPress, which is really where WordPress gets clever.